Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
McCarthy off the play fake. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Second down at the 34.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 4. Not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a law. Starting the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle.
Ryan Wright in
so on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
And the Washington first down.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. That's caught by Sennett. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A 6-yard pickup.
To the air goes Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Taken down at the 43.
Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Daniels. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Eric Wilson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, now McCarthy. Forced out to his left. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play.
This defense for the Commanders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you. No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's Reverse red zone, they can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Commander defense back out there as they get set for this next drive. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt. Hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now, hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 74 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45.
That's a gain of 3.
To the air with McCarthy. He's got Mason complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Running left, Mason. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Vikings.
Mason going to get it on first down. Now he's able to break to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll run again with Mason. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's putting together a remarkable season. Currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. Now Daniels. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. To throw is Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. from the 43. Here's second and a couple.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 43-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Defense.
And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35.
First down, Washington.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th.
A gain of 3 yards.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. From 28 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Throwing is McCarthy to Jefferson on the slant. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Fair catch. Signaled for
the Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Rotates Ertz going across the middle. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start. Offense.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Off the play fake. Daniels. Finding Ertz again. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 all to return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Second down at the 23-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Here's McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Washington offense going back to work. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Washington 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the Vikings' 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's good for a Vikings.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 3.
Brings up second down.
Looking to throw. McCarthy can't get away, and he's taken down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Able to avoid him at the 40. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he's up to the 44-yard line. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's another Vikings first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
4 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Cleveland. The Browns at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And here it's the Browns defense getting it done. And I'll tell you what, they look pretty good right here. The Browns just squeak by 13-10, the final score. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And it's Jared Goff, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Lions hold on to win this one, 21-16, the final. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's the NFL's all-pro quarterback 2 years running, Lamar Jackson. Connecting with his target, it's touchdown pass number 20 on the year. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Ravens on top in this one at halftime. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action. Daniels. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the give, here's Robinson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Throwing now is Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. He finds Robinson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Robinson. A 9-yard pickup.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down, Washington.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. To throw is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Makes the score.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
That's good.
They'll hand it to Mason. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's taken on the 25. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And the Washington offense heading out. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Commanders...
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Daniels. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Daniels. 20. He's got the 1st down and inside. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So that drive, 4 plays. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To the air with McCarthy. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Deebo Samuel. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
working out of the gun, Daniels. And he finds his tight end. It's Ernst. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14.
First down, Washington.
Daniels looking to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
17, Terry McLaurin. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of a yard.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success. And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. To the air again, McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. McCarthy off the play fake. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it 24-13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Able to slither by. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Commanders' offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
6. First down, Commanders.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
First down, Washington.
They'll look to throw again.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Chandler.
Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Robinson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
He was brought down by
it's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Deron Payne in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
For the Vikings.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. Now this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Second down and 8. Again, it's Robinson. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Throwing now is Daniels. So nothing doing there. And it'll be fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down.
On play action, now McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Counter play. Here's Chandler.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Miller. Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Handoff now to Robinson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Commanders first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
The tackle
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 10. Robinson with another carry.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
The 21-yard line.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll run here with Robinson. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
A 36-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. That's
going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Commanders,
the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.